Raging TV. Bowie Baysock Stadium in Prince George's County, Maryland. Her father was the greatest of all times, Muhammad Ali.
I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat.
And just like her father, Laila Ali has lip service too.
I'm always a fighter first. You know, sometimes I say things and people are like, oh gosh, you know, that was rude of her to say. But I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm a fighter. You know, I say what I feel, you know.
Laila Ali against Nikki Epplon. It's the main event.
I'll show you what a real champion is.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ronnie Duncan, and welcome to the pre-fight. Right here at Bowie Baysock Stadium, it is boxing at the ballpark. The IBA Super Middleweight Championship of the World is on the line for the ladies, and it's Laila, she be stinging Ali, taking on Nikki Epplon. These two young ladies know how to get it done in the ring and away from the ring. You see, they're both married. DJ is the husband, of course, Nikki Epplon, and Yahya McClain is the husband of Laila Ali. Yahya is also the promoter, the manager, the trainer. He's all everything. They're best of friends. But some people say that Laila Ali and Johnny McClain, or Yahya McClain, I should say, are more like Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown of boxing. They say if Yahya wasn't pulling all the strings, Laila's career would be much further ahead. They tend to disagree, obviously. And you know what? Success is in the pudding. Laila Ali is 16-0.
Many people have called me to want to fight Laila.
Yahya McClain and Laila Ali. It's a marriage made with the ring in the ring. However, critics of this union say that Yahya has done it all wrong, but Laila stands by her man.
My husband is my promoter, and he's my best friend, and he's taught me from day one when I first came to the ring. He taught me darn near most of what I know as far as the basics of boxing, and he's always at my side making sure that the trainer and the strength and conditioning coach is doing what they have to do. And as far as the business of boxing is concerned, he's the biggest reason why I'm where I am now, because if somebody else, one of those other top promoters, would have been trying to promote me, they would have thrown me in a fight on TV for my pro debut. They would have tried, because they didn't take me seriously to begin with, so they would have tried to make quick money off me, off my name. I would have looked like a fool because I didn't know how to spell fight in the beginning. Even when I thought I did, I didn't. And it took my husband to come along and say, hold up, girl, hold up. It's not time for you to have your pro debut. And he made sure that I was moved along the right way. You know what I mean? If you ruin a fighter before they get to the level they need to be at, you know what I'm saying, before they start fighting those tough fights, that can totally crush their career. So my husband has been there to make sure that no one has taken advantage of me. And it's very good for me because I don't have anything to worry about but fighting. You know, not many fighters can say that. They got to worry about their problems at home with their wife or something going on with their kids or their family and their trainer or their manager, and I'm the one that has to, you know, just focus on boxing and nothing else.
The thing is, Laila doesn't have to fight. The last time she fought was almost a year ago by design, and since then I've been making plenty money. Laila's been making plenty money doing other things besides boxing. And for those that say Laila's career could be further along, if I wasn't involved, what do they mean by further along? She could have been exploited a long time ago, taken advantage of a long time ago. She may have been on an HBO show, but she wouldn't have been making the money. She wouldn't have been getting paid properly. So what is their, what is their idea of career being further along? Do you think that Laila would be undefeated still if I wasn't involved? Or I'm not saying that it's all due to me, but I just know that these other promoters, they don't give a damn about her. They're going to get what they can get out of her. Look at Jackie Frazier, Roberto Duran's daughter, Ingemar Johansson's daughter, George Foreman's daughter, Hector Camacho Jr.'s son. You can look at all these other fighters that have their siblings that fight. Where are their careers? Because other people was involved. People that don't have their best interests at heart. The other promoters that don't really care about them. Laila's my wife. That's my dog. I'm going to look out for Laila no matter what. So, of course, Laila's going to have the best of everything. And for those that don't like it, say la vie, baby.
For nearly 4 years, this team has bridged every stone in the test of time.
And that trust, that bond that we have is what keeps all the bad influences out. I mean, if someone comes to try to talk to my wife behind my back or tries to whisper in her ear about something, she come right over and tell me, right in front of them, to let them know, you can't talk to me without speaking to my husband first.
The man who made it happen. The man who makes it happen for all of us. He's a friend to all of us, Mr. Marty Wynn.
Marty Wynn, the CEO of Raging Promotions, shares in Laila and Yahya's devoted love for each other. He too is married into boxing. His wife is a 5-time women's champion, and he sees what happens in this cruel game.
I think Yaya said it the best. You know, we're married to our wives. We care about our wives. They're our best friend, so we're not going to take advantage of them. You know, these other promoters, they're just in it for the ride, to make money off them, you know, to maybe exploit them at Playboy or, you know, just basically make money. We're not going to do that. We're going to take a careful step in the decisions that we make with them. I mean, they have to have trust in us as well, you know, but with my wife, I know that there was a lot of demons around. There was a lot of dudes that was sitting back just wanting to take and take and take. You know, after I learned the business very quickly and still learning today, they couldn't do that no more.
I tell you what, we got marriages all over the place. That was, of course, the young man who is the CEO of Raging Promotions and our promoter for the night, Mr. Marty Wynn. But let's talk about marriages from one side and then go to boxing on another. Also on this card will be an opportunity for you to see WBO flyweight champion of the super division, Mark Two Shop Johnson, non-title fight against Pablino Villalobos. And Villalobos is one of those cagey veterans. But Mark is having a comeback right here at home. But he's getting ready for bigger and better things. I sat down with the 3-time world champion, Mark Two Shop Johnson, who's coming back home not far from Washington, D.C.
It's great. It's a great honor. It's great to be successful. You know, everybody want to be with winners. Nobody want to be with losers. But to be the first in history, I really don't know how I feel right now, because I'm still doing it. I'm still boxing. I read about it. But until I get in the Hall of Fame and until I be able to be 50 and 60 and look back, then I understand it. Right now, I'm just doing what God gave me here to do, and that's become a great fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring to the stage the big man with a big heart. Might come in a little size, but he's ready to do it. Mark Two Shop Johnson.
From 115 to 120 pounds, Mark Two Shop Johnson is one of the best ever. And the D.C. native is making what he calls a homecoming.
I think it's a compliment to not just the kids, but to everybody who around the Washington, D.C. area see me running, see me in the gym, but don't have the opportunity to come and see Mark Johnson live fight. They're watching it on TV. So it's definitely something great for them to where as though they can come to the fight and see me live and in living color. So that's the main focus here. The main focus is staying busy, staying hungry, and I guess making sure that everybody come out in the Washington, D.C. area that finally can touch me to I go on to having a great fight.
I'm looking forward to Mark's fight. Don't forget, you can get it on pay-per-view. All you got to do is pick up the phone, give us a call, and we can get it done. Now, what about our main event? They say it's boxing at the ballpark. They say ladies shouldn't fight. Well, these are two of the best, super middleweights. Without a doubt, Laila Sting Ali is a name that we all know. Her father, the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. But what about Nikki Eplon? How did she get this fight? 14-1, 2 draws, and 8 knockouts. Nikki says, I might have been disrespected. I might not be known. But after this fight, Laila will know my name.
I will give my life in that ring. That's how bad I want it. There ain't nothing going to stop me from beating her down. I want that belt more than anything. You know, she said earlier, you know, she wants this, she wants that for me, she wants my houses. It's not about that. I want one thing, and that's the belt. And I want her respect, too. I want her respect. I want to see her laying there. I want to see her laying on the canvas. I'm going to knock her out. You know, and she's not going to want to get back up, like I said earlier. It goes far deeper than I think any other woman that's fought her. You know, a lot of women, it's hard for them to pass up the purse, you know, the big purses. For me, it goes much deeper than that. They will literally have to drag me out of the ring. You know, I will give my life. Everything that I've got, I will be done whenever I get out of that ring.
Those are some strong words from a strong lady. But what about Laila Ali? What does she think about this fight? And more importantly, about Nikki Eplon?
She's dreaming, and she's made all these promises to her kids about buying them a house with a pool and all this type of thing. And really, all that does is put more pressure on me, because after I beat her down and the kids are crying ringside like they always do, you know, every time somebody's a mother and they come in there and make these promises, and then you got to watch your mother get beat up and there's nothing you can do but stand by and watch. Then after the fight, I'm put on the spot because I have to lie and say, oh, your mother was really a great fighter, you know. She really was very good, you know. And it's like, I have to try to be sincere in saying that, you know. So I don't appreciate her putting that pressure on me, because now I'm going to have to lie to the woman's kids. And that's one thing I don't like to do, is lie to